Hi, J for people. Hi, J for people. Hi, J for people. It's Aya from Aya's Joy, your transformation sis, helping you to overcome mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And today, I'm giving you the mindset shift that'll break every mental chain. So, what if your thoughts are the only thing holding you back from your breakthrough? What if that's the only thing holding you back from your breakthrough? Because we know in Romans 12:2, God says, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. A lot of times, I don't think we realize that what goes on up here affects every other facet of our life. We forget just how strong we are. We forget how powerful we are. We forget how many things we've accomplished. We can literally be blindsided just from being in a season that feels like there's nothing but rejection, abandonment, defeat, and frustration coming at you left and right. And that's where you really need to hone in to all of these mindset shifts. You have to think about what you are thinking about. Like he says in Philippians 4:8, whatever is good, whatever is noble, whatever is holy, whatever is worthy of, dwell on those thoughts. And I know it's easier said than done, but sometimes you have to stay in a season where you don't see anything good happening and remind yourself of all the good things that God has done for you. And I think to say you don't see anything good is relative, because you're here. Where there's life, there's hope. You're listening to this video, so you're still able to get on the internet. You're still able to tap into some luxuries. You're still drinking. You're still eating. You still have a place to sit down, and it may not be comfortable. It may be somewhere temporary. It may not be where you want, but you still have something. And you know, I'm reminded big time from one of the pastors preached on a Sunday, and he was talking about Mephibosheth, and he said at the end of the sermon, this thing stuck with me so deep, that you may want better, you may want more, and there's nothing wrong with that. This is me saying it in my words, but you right now in this moment are somebody's prayer point. Look, I don't think we realize that. You might even be walking in an answered prayer point. I always wanted to move. I finally did. I wanted to lose the weight that I gained. I finally did. You know, granted, I've not reached my goal weight. I'm not where I want to be, in some other aspects of my life. But a lot of things are not what they used to be. And they used to be prayer points of mine. And now I'm walking in answered prayers. Sometimes we forget, and we don't even give ourselves accolades for the little things. I know that I am prone to feeling like I'm not enough. I am prone to feeling like, okay, I've accomplished this. That's good. Let's move on. Like, I literally did a boot camp from January until May. And I got my certificate and everything. I'm like, yeah, I completed it. Yay, good. Okay, now we got to look for something. I need something. I didn't give myself time to actually hone in on Aya, you sacrificed 3 nights a week with your daughter between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m., 3 nights a week during the week to do assignments and to commit to this. For how many months? That says something. You started a challenge. You put together a platform. You put together a booklet. You put affirmations and things together. Granted, you didn't have it 100%, but you took the step and did it. Girl, I don't take the time to do that. And sometimes I feel like I forget, because we all have a why. But I feel like sometimes I feel unmotivated by finding that why, or moving because of that why, because my why has transitioned into validation, a need for validation. But even when there is validation, I don't know how to accept it. I don't know how to appreciate it. I don't know how to, acknowledge it. So I realized that that's a wound that I had to deal with. And it's funny that we don't always realize that, like, these are things that are embedded in our mindset. After every time me getting something or accomplishing something, me not celebrating myself, me not appreciating the things that I've gone through, me not looking deeper at, look at all these different steps and these different sacrifices and these different things that are required in order for you to successfully achieve this goal. There's more steps than just achieving it. There's more sacrifices than you think, that went into it. So sometimes we need to because I'm a part of it. We need to deal with those wounds by learning to celebrate, by staying in a place of gratitude and congratulating ourselves for the things that we've done, for the places that we've gone, for the people that we've impacted, appreciating ourselves for the little things. We had a women's slumber party, and the icebreaker that I had to do was, what's one thing about you? What is one thing that you like? Or no, this is how you say it. What is one thing that you like about the way that God made you? Have you ever stopped to think about that? What are some things that you like about you because of the way that God made you? Because I'm starting to love my voice. I used to hate it. I used to try to make it smaller because it sounds deep in my head. And the funny thing is that I get so many compliments. I've had people in so many years like, do you do something? Do you speak? Are you on the radio? Do you do all of this? Because your voice is amazing. I'm like, what's with my voice? What do you mean my voice is this? And I always thought that I sounded deep, and then because me trying to make it sound lighter, people would be like, oh my goodness, you sound like a little girl. Especially when I'm shy, my voice gets smaller. So I was like, could you imagine that? But now I use it to speak. Now I use it to make these videos. Now I use it to do all of these things, and that's an asset to me. I love that I smile. As much as I don't look like it, I can be quite introverted. I feel like I'm an introverted extrovert. I could extrovert a little bit when I need to, but I'm going to need some time to recharge. I got to charge my battery and then come back out. But because of that, I don't really approach people or go out of my way. I might seem awkward. I might go to a big gathering with a whole bunch of people and just sit by myself unless somebody navigates or sit next to me, or maybe I know somebody enough to sit with them. But if I'm not sure of the relationship, I don't do that. So, but because I smile so much, because I'm excited to dance when there's music on the dance floor, that's the way that I can connect. People will flock to me. People will ask me questions. People will do all of these things. So I'm like, these are little things that God embedded in me that make me more amazing. And I need to take the time to actually hone in on them. And it's that simple. It doesn't have to be, you have a degree. I got a degree, I'm not using it. There's so many things that we can say, oh, because of this, oh, because of that. And that's not to say that education or advancing and all these things are not amazing, because they are absolutely amazing. In some areas, these are true big accomplishments, but some of us have degrees and we don't do nothing that has to do with it. Though it's an amazing accomplishment. So you look at the little things that you survived. You went through how many years of school? For me, it took me a long time to get a 4-year degree. But the thing is that I persevered and I kept going. And eventually, I got it. So what are the things that you can congratulate yourself for? What are things that you can appreciate yourself for? What are things that you can shift your mindset and thank God for making you that way, for shifting you that way, for allowing you to be that way, so that you can truly bless somebody else with your essence or with your being, or, like just little things. So I ask that you go forward and you think of the amazing things that God did for the way that he made you. And if this video blessed you, send it to somebody else who needs to change their mindset, and save this for you if you need to come back and think about all the things, and save this for the days you forget you, to remember that you should go back and look at the way that God made you and be grateful for those things about you that are unique to you. It doesn't have to be big. And celebrate you more. Okay? We should all do that. All right. Bye, guys. Have a good day.